Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's service. And our second grade Dharma school students are doing really great job, chairing the service, and it's wonderful to see them, standing up behind the podium and have confidence and chair the service. So I'm really happy to see that. And since we have a BCA, Buddhist Churches of America's Eitai Kyo, a perpetual memorial service from 10 a.m., we decided to have a short service today. So, we only have 15 more minutes. And yay, right? It means, right, I need to keep my talk really short. So in March, Buddhists celebrate something. Do you remember what the occasion we celebrate in March? Oh, I heard a few different things. Starting from Ohigan, right? What does Ohigan means? Other shore, right? Can I have my slide up? Thank you. Then, what does the other shore mean? Difficult question. Why we call it other shore? Because where we stand is this shore, right? We need to have this shore to talk about other shore, right? So if this Sacramento is called this shore, then do you know where is the other shore if we cross the Pacific Ocean directly to the west? Yeah. You got it right, Japan. Yeah. So I was curious, so I checked the map, and it is Miyagi Prefecture, Sendai City. Sendai is kind of directly west from Sacramento. Anybody from Sendai? Anybody been to Sendai? Sendai is a beautiful city. Last November, I took some group from Sacramento to Japan. We only stopped at Sendai just to look at the ruins of castle and have some lunch there. But beef tan is really famous in Miyagi. And there is a mochi called zunda mochi. Zunda means like, smashed edamame. And then they make it into a mochi. It's so good too. So if you have a chance to visit Miyagi and Sendai, please, have some good food there. Then, how can we travel to the other shore? How can we travel? So nowadays, right? Is it going? Yes. Nowadays, we can travel by airplane, right? It was quick. Actually, it still takes about 10 hours. What, right? Then do you know how people travel before the time of the airplane? Yeah. So it was by the ship, right? And it took more than 2 weeks to come to the United States from Japan or go to Japan. And this is how our predecessors came to the United States. It's amazing, isn't it? Issei's, the first generation of Japanese immigrants to the United States or any other countries, they spent so long time to come to immigrate to the United States. thinking about it, it is amazing, isn't it? So, around the time of Ohigan or other shore service, we often talk about 6 parameters. Do you remember these? No? You don't have to memorize it, but you can kind of see what 6 parameters are now. 6 parameters are Dharma, means selfless giving. Sila means keeping rules. And Kshanti means patience. Virya means making efforts. Dhyana means contemplation. And prajna means wisdom. So parameters could be understood as reaching to the other shore or the perfection. So these are the 6 perfection, practice of 6 perfection that reaches to the enlightenment of other shore. This is what 6 parameters means. But, what I want you to focus on is the fact that we are receiving. We are receiving instead of focusing on how much we are giving. Does it make sense? Just as I talked at the PEP Memorial Service a few months ago, we are the recipients, and rather than we are giver. So if we focus on what we give to the others, we start to think that I gave that to the person. I did this for the person. And I becomes the center. But if we focus on what we have received from the others, the feeling of gratitude naturally grows in us. And this is how Jōdo Shinshu teachings want our children to grow up. Instead of becoming a person who focuses on what I did or what I gave to this person, kind of, attitude, and seeking for the thanks from the others, we are not wanting children to grow up like that. But instead, we want our children to grow up to be a person who appreciate what we have received and act based on appreciation and gratitude. In this way, or in this sense, BCA is now often saying life of gratitude, life of gratitude. So please nurture the feeling of gratitude by focusing on what we have receiving, what we have been receiving, and then please put your palms together to appreciate the working which leads us to the enlightenment, and also the countless causes and conditions which brought us to be here today. Okay? So, Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda.